Welcome to Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original.
Good evening, hello, Sat Sri Akal and Vanakkam. I am Dr Saraswathi Chandra and we welcome you all to the Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original. Hope it creates a good vibe between us to live a fulfilled life and we are able to make all our interactions a very pleasant experience. Love the life you live the life you love. Now let us see what is vibe. It is a distinctive emotional quality which we need very much, and that quality or the atmosphere that is sensed or experienced by someone, and it can be good vibe, it can be bad vibe, but we are going to discuss to have a good vibe at all times. A good vibe or a little positive feeling can be experienced in different ways. Play with the kids, joke with your friends, say hello to your parents, smile. All these can go a long way and never undermine the power of keeping your loved ones close. Good vibes are energy vibrating at a very high frequency that would pick you up when feeling down. It makes you energetic. It is energy that is a kind and serene and is usually passed on by people who are content, conscious and encouraging others. When you say that you vibe with someone, that means that you feel you and the other person have a mutual understanding and get on very well, work together, and you would love to be with each other, and it will almost be like the two of you are on the same wavelength. That is good vibe. If you have good vibes, you have good life. You attract the energy that you give off. What you give to the universe, you receive it from the universe. And if you spread good vibes, you receive that same positivity and you enjoy your life. Our mind is like a pot of water. When the water is disturbed, the reflection in the water is distorted. If the thoughts are also negative or impure, then the consciousness in us is disturbed. So we experience disappointments, but with deep devotion and positivity, we can fill with positive vibrations and all the negative energies are washed away and the energy that flows becomes the super positive vibration. Mind gets soaked in this vibration, the new energy, and all the unfertile thoughts are erased and the thoughts become fertile. So you empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like the water. Your mind is like this water, and when you are agitated, it becomes difficult to see anything positive. But when the mind is happy, everything is nice and fine. Sometimes you must have noticed that when we get up in the morning, our day begins with little bit of disturbances. Especially when we get up late, we are not able to finish the work before we leave for our work if we are in the office, or getting late to reach the school or college or the professional institute, we get very disturbed. And this disturbance continues en route also. If you are driving, you will be making mistakes there. Lot of traffic, all these goes on, and in this midst of chaos, your mind is more and more agitated. Now let us have a beautiful story. A man gets up in the morning, little bit late, and he is in a hurry to get ready. He has to go to the washroom. He's looking for his slippers. He is unable to find the slippers. He gets very agitated and shouts for his wife. And she's coming rushing to the room. In the process of making breakfast, she left it halfway and came rushing to see what is that the husband is agitated about. He says, "I can't find my slippers," and she is showing him that it is there only. So in that hurry-burry, in that negative thinking process, he is not even able to see the slipper which is just in front of him. Then he goes into the washroom and he starts shaving and he gets a cut with the razor. Again he shouts and he says, "All this because my slipper was missing and my wife did not keep the slipper ready." Then he comes, gets dressed up to go to office, takes the chabi of the car and comes down, and the wife is calling him to have the breakfast. He says, "I'm in a hurry," and he rushes out, gets into the car and starts driving towards the office in the same negative mood, negative vibe. And en route, he finds the traffic too much and he meets with an accident because of the agitated mind. He was not able to concentrate on the driving and he again ends up in the hospital and tells that all these happened because the slipper was missing and my wife did not keep it in its right place. So, whenever we are agitated, we are always in a complaining mood. The commitment goes away. Either we are complaining type or we are committed type. When we are committed, then these things doesn't matter because every situation can be crossed over if we keep the mind calm, and that calmness brings in good vibe and then it helps us to cross over any of the problems because we don't get attached with the problem, we get connected with the solution. So we have to be glad of this beautiful life because it gives you the chance to love, to work and to play, and also there are number of blessings we all have and wow moments in our life. So when we are calm, we are happy and we are with good vibes, then we will be able to enjoy everything and our life will have many wow moments. Now, how to have good vibes anytime? Always radiate positive vibes, rise up and face the day full of enthusiasm, and life be with positive attitude can lead to positive thoughts and the outcomes will be beautiful. Be happy with what you have and be excited about what you want and work for it. Your mind is very powerful. If you fill it with positive thoughts, you will soon start seeing positive changes in it. Try to be with people who help with good and positive energy in you. Be kind to all, have compassion and bring in laughter often in life. Always surround yourself with positive souls. Good vibes will just come naturally. Remember that your surroundings will influence your experiences. So always make it positive, and that positivity brings in happiness, and that happiness starts with you, and be genuinely happy. Life has many ups and downs, many victories and defeats, many sadness and happiness. Despite all these, be positive, stay positive. That is the best kind of life. And have that kind of energy that wherever you go, you will always add value to the lives of people around you. Then you will always be happy. You will always have a positive attitude, and that can lead to positive thoughts always. See, all these talk on the good vibes is in our day-to-day ordinary paradigm. Let us now understand the good vibe in spiritual paradigm. As we are all connected to the higher soul, we are all part of that spiritual connection, and that connection of one with God, one with all. So let us now understand a very important thing called TQI, total quality individual. Because for a good vibe, each one has to work for it. Proficiency and efficiency, both are required. We all have heard about TQM in the corporate world. Total quality management plays a very important role, but unless and until we have a total quality individual, TQM becomes not all that easy. So everyone has to follow the principles of TQI. And since it is a spiritual paradigm, we will work out in the spiritual way. So this total quality individual must have certain purifications. The first purification is Sharira Shuddhi. That is, purify your body, mind and the soul. The purity of the body, Sharira Shuddhi, that means purity of speech, purity of words, because the words affect the mind and the body. So, and then we all take our daily bath, exercises, pranayama, yoga, all these things, and then good balanced diet. All these things also help to have Sharira Shuddhi. Then the next one is Bhava Shuddhi, purity of feeling. Now, purity of feeling refers to emotions. Emotion is energy in motion. Then, if it is positive, the feelings influence the quality of life towards positivity. And if it is negative, it influences the quality of life towards negative. So when we say purity, that means we should follow and have positive feelings and emotions. Then the quality of life will be very fulfilled. Next is Vak Shuddhi, purity of speech. All relationships, whether it is between people or the countries, all these can be won through purity of speech. Communication, very, very important. So, Vak Shuddhi plays a very important role to make a person total quality individual. And then comes Vichara Shuddhi, purity of thoughts. Thoughts can make or break us. So, if the thoughts are positive with good vibe, then that positive thoughts will make us, and it gives a positive outlook towards everything, all connections. And then if we have Sharira Shuddhi, Bhava Shuddhi, Vak Shuddhi and Vichara Shuddhi, then we will have Atma Shuddhi. That is the purification of the self. So our intentions become very pure, and it guides us and helps us in every area of our life to be positive and to follow the good vibes. Now let us see what is mind. Mind is flow of thoughts. Vritti pravaha iti manaha. And these vrittis, or the flow of thoughts, can be addressed through words, through feelings, and through pictures or through actions. The body language also represents our mind's condition. And it is very important for us to help the mind and create a psychological body and a spiritual body for which we must respond to situation, not react. We must accept, not expect. We should be able to forgive and make peace with imperfection also. Then the higher energies open up and start flowing within us. So these are the spiritual paradigm which helps us with purified thought, purified body, purified thinking, purified emotions, and purified speech. Then we will have the soul purified. We will be having the positive vision. There was a guru. He had two disciples. One was very positive and the other was very negative. So one day, the guru took them to a park where there was a huge mango tree with full of mangoes, juicy mangoes hanging from the tree. Now the guru took them and showed them the mango tree. They were ripe and juicy also. Then he asked the positive disciple, "My dear child, what do you think of this mango tree?" So the disciple answered, "Guruji, in spite of people throwing stones at this tree, getting hurt, still it gives us sweet, juicy mangoes. So I learned from these mangoes and the tree that we must share everything in spite of being hurt by somebody. So always sharing and caring is very important." Now the Guruji is asking the negative disciple, "My dear child, what do you think of this tree?" The student aggressively answered. He says, "Guruji, this mango tree is no good and will not give mangoes without being hit. So it is very good that the tree is hit with stones and sticks. That is the only way to get these mangoes. So we need to be violent and then get the juicy mangoes to enjoy." So the situation was the same, but the interpretation, the meaning given to the situation, one was positive with positive vision, the other one had the negative vision. So it is the interpretation which brings out the Atma Sthiti. And if we want the Atma Sthiti to be strong, happy, positive and with good vibe, we must develop a positive vision and always find something good from everything and everyone. So the moral of the story is positivity is the biggest strength in life. Success follows who are positive in all situations. A little poison of negativity can destroy our relationship and the good vibes will become bad vibes. In fact, everybody has definitely something that is good, so it should be appreciated. We need only to apply positive vision and appreciate others. Now, another important point is sharing and caring we saw. We should also have helping hands. Very important because people need help and we can give help wherever possible. We should do it. So there was once a small poor boy. His name was Shankar, and one day he was crossing through a forest carrying some wood. He saw an old man very hungry. Shankar was very keen to give him some food, but he didn't have any food, so he could not feed him. He continued his way. On his way, he saw a deer. It was very thirsty, wanted water. He didn't have any water. Though he wanted to quench the thirst of the deer, he didn't have it, so he went on his way ahead. Then he saw a man who wanted to make a tent and he needed some woods. So Shankar asked him, what is the problem? The man said, I need some woods. So Shankar gave him some woods. In return, that old man gave him some food and water. Immediately, Shankar rushed to the old man who was hungry. He gave him some food and he rushed to the deer and gave the deer some water. The old man and the deer were very happy. Now Shankar then happily went his way. On another day, Shankar, as he was walking, he fell down the hill. He was in pain, but he could not move and no one was there to help him. But the old man saw him, came rushing towards Shankar, pulled him up from there where he had fallen, and he saw that he had lots of wounds on his legs. And the deer came quickly, saw his wounds, and went to the forest and brought some herbs and helped him with these herbs to cover the wounds. All were very happy and they were able to help each other. If you help others, then help will come your way. So it is very, very important. Now, for good wives, we should have clarity, clear thinking. As I already told, that the mind is like a pot of water. So once Buddha was traveling with few of his disciples, and while they were passing a lake, Buddha told one of the disciples, I am very thirsty, go and get some water from the lake. The disciple went to the lake and at that moment saw a bullock cart started crossing through the lake. As a result, the water became very muddy and bad. The disciple thought, how can I give this muddy water to Buddha? So he came back and told Buddha, the water is very muddy and I don't think it is fit to drink. After about half an hour, Buddha sent him again. So the boy went and found the water was still muddy and he got very irritated and came back and informed Buddha about the same. After some time, again Buddha asked the same disciple, go back and get me water. So this boy was so sure that the water is going to be dirty only. But when he went, to his surprise, he found the mud had settled down and the water was clean and clear. So he collected some water in a pot and brought it to Buddha. And Buddha looked at the water and he looked at the disciple and said, see what you did to make the water so clean? You let it be. You gave it time to settle down and the mud settled down on its own. So you have a clear pot of water. Our mind is also like that. When it is disturbed, you should let go of it. Give it a little time. It will settle down on its own. You should also do deep breathing. You don't have to put any effort to be calm. It will happen. When you do the breathing deeply, you become calm and it is effortless to have peace of mind. And it is not a strenuous job also. It is effortless process. So keep your mind cool and have a great life ahead, because these things bring good energy in you and you attract the energy that you give off. So spread good vibes, think positively, enjoy life. Never deliver a product, always deliver an experience for others to learn from you, as we all get connected to our higher self and we are able to stay connected to good vibes and feel good and get aligned and take aligned, inspired action. Then you will be able to achieve what you want. You will have better experiences, more happiness, less pain, strong relationship, and you will be more focused with clarity. So, positive attitude, caring, sharing, and helping, all these go a long way to bring good vibes. Now, how to be positive and keep up the good vibes? So we have to always use positive words while talking. Push out all those feelings which are negative and not positive. Just get them erased. Don't connect to it. Leave it. Let go. Practice positive statements and stop making excuses. Let go of all the past. Forgive yourself and others. Learn from the past, be in the present, and make the future beautiful so that you can face any challenge, any change. Always surround yourself with positive images and positive people, and always find something to laugh about. Laughter is the best medicine for good vibes. See things from others' point of view. Do not be self-centered, do not be selfish, but you should also see things from the other's point of view. Always find someone to share and you enjoy as you share, and do something nice. Remind yourself of all the blessings that we all have. Engage in physical activities so that you are alert and agile and your immunity system is better, your stamina is better. Have a smile always. A smiling face is always attractive and it will attract good vibes. And express attitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. So express your gratitude. If you can have all these, then it will take you to get connected to your higher self, higher soul, the Atma, and you will always be connected to good vibes. You will always feel good, be good, and do good. And there will be alignment. And this alignment helps you to inspire others through your inspired actions. Hope all of you understand now what is good vibe and how spirituality can help you by making you a total quality individual, and also make sure that deep breathing helps you to calm yourself, and also try and practice some meditations. All these will help you to always interact with everyone you cross, whoever crosses your path with good vibe. Thank you for this opportunity to interact with all of you with my talk, and I hope it has helped you. And with a good vibe, vanakkam, I take leave of you with an attitude of gratitude to each one of you for listening, and Bharat Media for this opportunity. My gratitude. Thank you. God bless you all.